a journey into the wild heart of America. In the vast tapestry of our planet, there are places where nature has sculpted its most magnificent masterpieces. Here, in the sprawling continent of North America, lie tracts of land so breathtaking, so teeming with life, that they have been set aside, protected for all time. These are America's national parks, sanctuaries of wildness in a rapidly changing world. They are living museums, showcasing the raw power of nature and the delicate beauty that endures. From the towering granite sentinels of the west to the ancient ice-carved fjords of the north, join me as we travel canyons, rainforests, and frozen wilderness to discover the 15 most beautiful national parks in America. When to go, what to do, and where to stay. Our journey begins in Rocky Mountain National Park, a world of staggering verticality sculpted by elevation. For the best conditions, visit from late June to September for peak wildflowers and active wildlife. Wander the reflective waters of Bear Lake for iconic, mirror-like views of jagged peaks. Or, for a loftier perspective, ascend Trail Ridge Road, the highest continuous paved road in North America. Base yourself in the gateway town of Estes Park for comfort and amenities. Next, we journey north to Kenai Fjords National Park, a dynamic world where ice meets the ocean. The prime season, from May to September, is a symphony of life. Witness this spectacle on a boat tour from Seward. You'll see humpback whales, sea lions, and puffins against the thunderous backdrop of calving glaciers, when a shard of ancient ice crashes into the sea with a deafening roar. Base yourself in Seward for easy access to marine tours. For the more adventurous, camp by the fjord to sleep to the rhythm of shifting ice. Further into Alaska's interior lies Wrangell-St. Elias, America's largest national park, a kingdom of mountains and ice so vast it could contain Switzerland. The brief summer from June to August is your only practical window for exploration. To grasp its magnitude, strap on crampons and walk the Root Glacier, or take a flight-seeing tour to recalibrate your sense of scale. This is true self-sufficiency country, a land that doesn't just invite adventure, it demands it. Stay in the rustic outposts of McCarthy or Kennecott, testaments to the region's audacious copper mining past. Now, we have arrived at the crown of the continent, Denali. Known as the Great One, it is North America's highest peak, a titan so massive it creates its own weather. The long light of June and July provides the best wildlife viewing. A single 92-mile road penetrates its heart, and you'll ride transit buses, a shared safari to spot grizzlies, moose, and caribou. For a guaranteed encounter with the famously shy mountain, a flight-seeing tour is a must. Denali offers ultimate freedom with almost no marked trails. Obtain a permit for true, off-trail exploration. Stay in nearby Healy or book in-park lodging well in advance. Our next stop is Mount Rainier, an active stratovolcano wrapped in glaciers, rising nearly 3 miles. Old-growth Douglas fir and cedar give way to July-August meadows of lupine, paintbrush, and avalanche lilies in paradise. Gaze across the Emmons Glacier and the rivers of ice that carve the mountain. From easy forest walks to skyline ridges, and for experts, world-class mountaineering to the summit. Visit July to September. Stay in gateway towns or historic park inns, or camp beneath the stars. And now we are in Yosemite, glacier-carved granite cathedrals, El Capitan's sheer face, half dome, and plunging waterfalls. Best waterfall flow, May-June. Later, alpine meadows, lakes, and polished domes open along Tioga. Walk among giant sequoias, the most massive living things on Earth. Hike valley trails, feel Vernal Falls mist, or take on Half Dome's cables, The world's big wall mecca rises above. Stay in the valley for early starts, or in gateway towns. Yosemite is a symbol of the American wilderness. Next, we will visit Zion National Park, the Crimson Canyons. The Virgin River carves crimson, pink, and cream sandstone soaring to a blue sky. Brave Angel's Landing's chained fin for a 360-degree view, or wade the Narrows where walls rise 1,000 feet, 20 feet apart. Spring and fall bring ideal temps. Shuttles preserve tranquility. Stay in Springdale or camp beneath towering cliffs. Zion's beauty is both grand and intimate, from colossal walls to delicate patterns etched by water. Our next stop is Glacier Bay National Park, a true living ice age. It's a place of profound transformation where the story of our planet is written in ice and water. Just 250 years ago, this entire bay was choked with a single colossal glacier. Since then, the ice has retreated an astonishing 65 miles, unveiling a dynamic living laboratory where scientists study everything from plant succession on newly exposed land to the behavior of marine mammals. The best time to visit is from June to August, when long daylight hours maximize your chances for sightseeing. This is when humpback whales return to feed, sea otters float in rafts, and dense seabird colonies create a cacophony of life along the cliffs. Most visitors explore this watery wilderness by cruise ship or the park's official tour boat, which includes a knowledgeable park ranger to narrate the epic scenery. For a more intimate experience, experienced kayakers can paddle these iceberg-strewn waters, launching from Bartlett Cove, the park's only developed area with a campground and lodge. Remember, this is a wild place. Always maintain a safe distance from wildlife and glaciers. Glacier Bay isn't just a park, it's a journey back in time. Next, we fly into Lake Clark, the essential Alaskan sanctuary for bears and salmon. This is a wilderness accessible only by air, a breathtaking mosaic of active volcanoes, jagged mountains, sprawling tundra, and a wild, untamed coast. The park comes alive from late June through August, when peak salmon runs choke the rivers, drawing some of the world's largest coastal brown bears. Here, the experience is uniquely intimate. You can watch them digging for clams at low tide, grazing on sedge grasses, or fishing with explosive power in the pristine rivers. The same volcanic forces that shape the landscape also enrich the rivers, making this a world-class destination for anglers seeking all 5 species of Pacific salmon, as well as trout and char. Logistics are key. Your only option is to stay in remote, fly-in lodges near Port Allsworth or along the coast, where expert guiding is not just recommended, it's essential for safety and access. From the Alaskan coast, we travel to Montana's Glacier National Park, the crown of the continent. This is where jagged peaks pierce the sky, glacial lakes shimmer in impossible shades of turquoise, and lush forests carpet the valleys, all connected by one of America's most spectacular drives. The main park artery, the Going to the Sun Road, is typically only fully open from July through September, making this the prime season to visit. 2 signature hikes are absolute musts: the Highline Trail, which clings to a cliffside offering dizzying views, and the trek to Hidden Lake, where iconic wildlife like mountain goats and bighorn sheep often graze nearby. For a concentrated dose of epic scenery, head to the Many Glacier Valley, the starting point for trails leading to Grinnell Lake and its shrinking namesake glacier. An essential tip: this park is incredibly popular. Vehicle reservations are required for the main corridors, so plan far in advance. Stay in a grand historic lodge or a humble cabin. Now for Katmai, home of the Great Bear Gathering. This is where one of nature's most iconic spectacles unfolds. Every July, as sockeye salmon fight their way upstream, they must leap the formidable Brooks Falls, and the bears are waiting to feast. Like Lake Clark, Katmai is a fly-in destination. Upon arrival at Brooks Camp, you can watch the drama safely from specially constructed viewing platforms. It's a complex social scene. Dominant males claim the prime fishing spots right on the falls, while sows with cubs patiently fish downstream or bide their time. But Katmai is more than just bears. It also protects the vast, otherworldly valley of 10,000 Smokes, the stunning remnant of the 1912 Nova Rupta eruption, the largest of the 20th century. A crucial piece of advice: book your trip to see the bears in July extremely early. Accommodations at Brooks Lodge and the nearby campground are incredibly limited and often allocated via a lottery held more than a year in advance. And now we venture to Gates of the Arctic, the ultimate wilderness. This is not just a park, it's a testament to the world as it once was. Lying entirely above the Arctic Circle, it is a land of profound solitude, with absolutely no roads, no trails, and no campgrounds. We arrive now at Yellowstone, the geothermal wonderland, the world's first national park, a living, breathing landscape simmering atop a colossal supervolcano. This is a place of profound geological drama, where the Earth's inner power is on full, spectacular display. Old Faithful erupts like clockwork, but it's only the beginning. Beyond it lie over 10,000 living, breathing geothermal wonders. The Grand Prismatic blazes with unreal color. Mammoth hot springs cascades in stone, carved over millennia. One rule above all: stay on the boardwalks. Beneath your feet, the earth is thin, and the water can kill. Beyond the geysers lies the American Serengeti. The Lamar and Hayden valleys teem with life, vast herds of bison, reintroduced gray wolves, and majestic elk. For the best wildlife viewing and fewer crowds, visit in the shoulder seasons of April to May or September to October. Summer brings full access, but also peak visitation. For lodging, book the historic park lodges well in advance, camp under the stars, or base yourself in gateway towns like West Yellowstone or Gardner. Yellowstone reminds us that some of the planet's wildest forces are still very much alive. From the volcanic heart of the continent, we travel west to Olympic, a trinity of worlds. Here, three distinct ecosystems converge in a single park: glacier-capped peaks, ancient temperate rainforests, and a wild, untamed Pacific coast. To experience all three zones, visit between June and September, when the high country roads like Hurricane Ridge are typically snow-free. But don't shy away from the mist and rain. It's what gives the Hoh and Quinault rainforests their signature, emerald-hued atmosphere year-round. Explore the tide pools at Rialto or Second Beach, but always be aware of the tide schedule to avoid being stranded. Watch for Roosevelt elk in the rainforest clearings and sea otters bobbing in the coastal kelp beds. Base your adventures in Port Angeles for easy access to the northern sections, or stay in the historic park lodges for a more immersive experience. Olympic is a testament to the planet's diversity, a place where you can stand on a glacier and smell the salt of the sea on the same day. And finally, we reach south to Grand Teton, the majestic peaks. There are no foothills here. The Teton Range erupts dramatically, a jagged wall of granite rising straight from the valley floor of Jackson Hole. The best months are June through September. Experience the sublime tranquility by kayaking on a mirror-still Jenny or Jackson Lake at dawn. For wildlife, seek out pronghorn, bison, elk, and the iconic moose at dawn and dusk along the river corridors. For an unforgettable hike, take the boat shuttle across Jenny Lake and venture into the glacially carved splendor of Cascade Canyon, For the truly adventurous, the storied granite of the Grand Teton itself offers a world-class climbing challenge. As autumn arrives, the valley glows gold with aspens, its beauty amplified by the bugling of the annual elk rut. Stay in the bustling town of Jackson or gaze upon the range directly from the historic park lodges. All right, we've journeyed from icy Alaskan realms to sun-drenched desert canyons. We have stood in reverence beneath mountains of sheer granite, walked on the flanks of volcanic cones, and felt small among trees that have witnessed centuries. These national parks are more than just protected lands. They are the vibrant, beating heart of a wild America. Because in preserving the wildness of these places, their silence, their power, their beauty, we are ultimately preserving the very best of ourselves. Thanks for joining me on this unforgettable journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, goodbye.